Hello guys, welcome. I'm Bright Knight and we'll be going over the best new Android and iOS games this week. Starting things off with Asphalt Extreme. Asphalt Extreme is like most racing games really, which hasn't got much in the way of innovation. But what it does have is a multitude of vehicles to choose from, and many exotic locations to race on, and somewhat decent car customization and performance upgrade. Tracks are fun to race on. They are quite large with many routes to take and jumps to hit to get your nitrous to recharge. The tracks look really good with its beefed up graphics. Fortunately, there's different options for steering to choose from, because as default you have to tilt your device to steer, which feels weird and unresponsive. Overall it makes for some good gameplay, and if you enjoy races, give this one a shot. Next up we have BATTLESTAR Galactica Squadrons. This is a card collecting spaceship battling game. Yes, it's based on the TV series Battlestar Galactica, so I was excited for this one. It follows the story of the TV series as well. This, in many ways, is like a turn-based RPG, where you'll be collecting spaceships and upgrading them for battle. Each ship has up to 4 different abilities, active or passive, with ships being stronger or weaker against an opposing color, which is broken up into red, green, blue, yellow and purple. The game looks really good, but I can imagine it will get boring quite quickly, as there is not much variation in gameplay. Combat boils down to the strongest ship wins, and all battles play out the same. There is a lot of resources to collect, which does make the game a bit grindy. If you enjoyed the TV series, and feel like playing it out in the game, then maybe pick this one up. Moving along, we have DEVILIAN. DEVILIAN is an RPG originally on PC, which has been made into a mobile game. I played the PC version and thoroughly enjoyed it, so I went into the mobile version with high expectations. Let's start off with what I enjoyed from the mobile version. Its combat is fast and smooth. There is a decent amount of customization in terms of strengthening equipment, decent amount of skills to choose from in both your normal form and DEVILIAN form. There are different game modes to choose from, like arena, daily dungeons and so on. As for the visuals, I thought they were really pretty decent. Not the best I've seen though. What I didn't like was the fact that they decided to make it almost feel like I was playing Heroes of Incredible Tales again. No persistent towns, you are at a main menu where you do everything from. Stages are run exactly the same as Hit, even as far as how leveling of abilities and enhancing equipment goes is the same. DEVILIAN could have been so much better if they had just changed it to open world, or anything that didn't make it look like I was playing a carbon copy of Hit. Sadly, I've got to say that this one let me down. Next up we have DOOMSDAY Raid, which is an RPG, set in a cartoonish looking world where you make your way through levels killing zombies and bosses, collecting coins and other rewards. The game pretty much does most of the thinking for you, as it shoots and moves automatically for you, and all you have to do is activate abilities, level up your armor and weapons, learn more skills and obtain legendary weapons. It has leaderboards to compete in, and it has really fun look and feel to it. It's one of those games that doesn't need too much thinking, and can entertain you without being taken too serious. Up next we have EISENHORN XENOS, which is a third-person RPG set in the Warhammer 40k universe. You play as EISENHORN, who is tasked with unraveling a mystery set to destroy mankind. There are many ways to tackle each area. You have a sword, a gun, which the gun's ammo is only replenished through collecting from those you have killed, a psychic push and a button to slow down time, to help you pick your shots. You have a dodge roll and if you time it right, a parry. You can play stealthily, but by using psychic abilities to influence your enemies to move to different spots and take them out with stealth skills. There are champions which will fight alongside you or help you in other ways. Their equipment along with yours can be changed. The combat feels outdated and repetitive, as there are no combos and sometimes the camera is awkward during combat. The game does encourage you to play more stealthily than direct combat by rewarding you with more coins, which might be to take the focus away from the direct approach, as it isn't fully polished. Overall, it is a really stunning game, and the storyline keeps you engaged. If you're a fan of Warhammer series, then get this game. So moving along, we have Jaded Empire Special Edition, which is Aspire Media's mobile port of BioWare's martial art fantasy action RPG. You have several characters to choose from, but no appearance customization available. Like with other BioWare's games, dialogue and actions will determine the ending you will receive. So there are two paths your character can take, particularly in dialogue, either the light side in the way of the palm or the dark side in the way of the fist, with each path also has its own exclusive techniques. There are up to 4 martial arts styles equipped at a time, which can be changed during combat for varied combat experience. Combat does lack impact and can sometimes feel a bit overwhelming, but it's still fun to try out all the different fighting styles. Graphics are outdated, as it was ported from a 2005 game, but still does have a decent look and feel to it. For the most part, I found Jaded Empire to be quite fun. Alright, next up we have Neon Chrome. Neon Chrome is a dual-stick, top-down roguelike cyberpunk shooter set in the future, where dying is permanent. The game draws its inspiration from old-school shooters. You play the role of an augmented mercenary who has to destroy the overseer of this skyscraper through completing many quick, procedurally generated stages. Most items in the stages are destructible, and there is loads of loot to collect to enhance your character to help get through the stages. You can continue from the last level you reached, which makes for fun, quick gameplay. The game looks good, the music sounds great, and the gameplay is really fun. If you're looking for a new type of puzzle solving game, then I would recommend Perchang. What is required of you in Perchang is to get little balls from point A to point B with a series of obstacles blocking their way. But you do have mechanisms to manipulate the balls to where you want them to go, which does take some codes. You have a limited time in which to get the balls to the end objective, so you can't take too long either. Being able to get a gold level completion is really satisfying. These mechanisms you have to move the balls around, like the fans and the paddles, allows you to press on them and have their colors change to the buttons colors you use to activate the mechanisms. So this enables you to find other ways to complete the stages. There are 60 beautifully rendered levels to complete, which get harder and harder. All round, I would give this game 5 stars, as it looks really good and plays really well, with a decent amount of challenge. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and hit that subscribe button. Also, some feedback would be great, so leave a comment. Till next time, you guys be safe and have fun.